Hi, my name is Elijah Hedgington. My project is about the emerging wave of feminism called the fourth wave of feminism. My method of information gathering was through anecdotal data, sociologists, tests, interviews, and conclusions, and the reports of social scientists. The first wave of feminism took place in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, focusing on voting rights for women and was extremely white centric, exclusive, and elitist. The second wave of feminism began in the 1960s and continued through to the 90s, where its main focus was sexuality and reproductive rights. It critiqued the patriarchy and capitalism, which contributes to the subjugation of women, and the idea of how women should act and what they should be. This was when people started to differentiate between sex and gender, with the old definitions being sex being biological and gender being the social construct that varies culture to culture and over time. The third wave of feminism began in the mid 90s from post colonial thinking and destabilized universal womanhood, heteronormativity, body, gender, and sexuality. It was more inclusive than its former waves and was able to create women only spaces. Recently, social scientists have begun to piece together what they feel is the most recent wave of feminism, the fourth wave. The fourth wave moves feminism from a purely academic existence to an everyday existence. It gives feminism the power to transcend its restricted field of academia and allows it to become a more normal and prevalent idea in society. It allows for more taboo conversations to be held in public spaces, such as sexual assault, rape culture, violence against women, unequal pay, slut shaming, unrealistic body standards, and the idea that there is no one central struggle for being a woman. It is more radical and more inclusive than its former waves. Conversations that were once taboo and seen as extreme, such as the lack of representation for the different types of women that exist, society's abuse of women, rapes on college campus, homophobia, and transphobia, filtered through other identifiers such as race, are able to happen in everyday life. It acknowledges that there is no one central struggle and that all of our struggles are different due to our many different circumstances. It takes into account the effect race has on sexual assault, the effect being differently abled has on gender, how the experiences of a black woman are vastly different than that of a white woman, how people of color have to navigate society carefully, and how society interacts with people of color. And it allows for a more open and free dialogue and critique of things such as capitalism, the patriarchy, colonization, and the effect this has on human experience. It provides for inclusive areas for conversation, in which these areas are free and open spaces where people can express their feelings, thoughts, and concerns in a more intersectional space. It opens doors for more people to get involved with feminism and allows for feminism to take a more radical and grassroots approach. It gives feminism new legs and revives the movement through an intersectional lens and view. This is called intersectional feminism, and it opens femininity to not only women, but also men and people who identify as neither, both, or something else entirely.